So notice how you're experiencing the support, the seat under you, and rest into that support. If you're seated in a chair, feel the way your bottoms of your feet connect with the floor. And for a few breaths, let's explore as you breathe out. The exhalation could be heavy and fall down through the body, through the support under you, as if falling into the earth. Just acknowledge the earth under you, the earth of your place. And then draw your focus up from that support, up through the body. Feel the spine, and you might move your body, little movements. Just feel how your body can circle off center and come back to center. And then gradually still the movement and let your body find alignment. And for a moment, feel how your entire body receives the breath and releases the breath. Now notice where your head is placed. And let's actually bring it, the chin down and bring the chin in, so that the head is aligned with this, the support of the spine. You might feel a lengthening at the back of your neck. This position of the head is said to energetically cut off the incessant stream of thought. So it's a nice support. Now we have our hands, which are very rich with sensation and they're very active in our life. So we want the hands to be at rest. And we're going to take this mudra or sacred gesture called the gesture of equanimity. So you draw the thumbs, place them at the base of your ring finger, and then turn the palms up and take your left fingers and place them over the right fingers. This is the mudra of equanimity, and we're going to rest that gesture in the lap. So it's at ease, collected but at ease. And if that thumb position is strange for you and you end up hyper-focusing on it, just relax it a little bit. Yeah. Now when we have our hands collected like this, the elbows are naturally away from the body. You want to let them be a little bit away from the torso. And that is almost like a suggestion in the literature. It says it's like the wings of this mythical bird would unfurl. And in this tradition, that bird flies in the space beyond the extremes of hope and fear. So we're being supported by this gesture of equanimity and by this expanse across the chest, across the heart. to be, to rest in meditation and not engage the extremes of that our mind can take. Now we have eyes, and our eyes are often carriers of tension. We use them all the time because we've been perhaps on the computer through this miraculous vehicle, Zoom, but nonetheless, we often strain our eyes. So as we're bringing the head back and letting it rest, we also want the eyes to rest. They're round, let them be round, let them rest back in your head. And you can lower them, which minimizes distraction, and continue to practice with the eyes open. Or you can close them if that's more restful for you. And let's take some very slow, gentle breaths. Breathe in through the nose if possible, and breathe out through the nose. And just begin to explore. When you breathe in, you're taking in this body, feeling, sensing. As you breathe out, the breath is moving into the space before you and dissolving. So let's be with the breath, with the suggestion that the exhalation extend a little longer than the inhalation. Just taking in how you're experiencing your body. And let's give the moving mind a tether. Bring your focus to the presence of your hands at rest. Your hands are at rest, they're still, and we're making a relationship with stillness. So first, you have a very clear focus. The focus is your hands. And that will give you an opportunity to notice when you wander away. And when you become aware that you've wandered away, directly bring your focus back. Place it in your hands. Let it rest. So that's our practice to begin. Developing a relationship with stillness. And notice how your breath can support a deeper intimacy with the presence of your hands. And can you explore opening the focus to include the whole body? As I feel and find and rest in stillness, there's an intimacy with the whole body that's possible. And not an intimacy based on fixing or changing or diagnosing, but simply being present, aware of this moment of embodiment, this living, breathing sense of being. And as we continue to rest, to release effort and rest in stillness, we become more intimate not only with this body, but with the environment around you. And perhaps with the sense that others are gathered here in this moment. And you might feel that as nourishment. The breath coming in is nourishing this body. The awareness of others gathered as you are gathered could also be a source of nourishment. And let's explore perhaps within your body you may be noticing places of tension, places of congestion, places of disconnection. So explore as you breathe in that you're touching these areas. You're touching in with the area as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're simply opening into your experience and continuing that process of opening. The breath continues to invite you to open and expand. So intimacy and yet expansiveness are possible with each breath. And let's touch back in with the hands for a moment. And then shift your focus from at the level of your hands, just shift it into the core of your body and gently, slowly move your focus up through the core of your body. Imagine you're moving up through this sense of inner sky, spacious open sky, just moving right up through that sense of sky all the way up to the crown of your head. And this ordinary body that we've been breathing and tending to now can support this, a relationship with this body or dimension of being that is a refuge. So as we bring our focus to the crown, we'll sing an open sound, ah, a sound every baby makes. Every human being makes that sound. And as we make the sound ah, imagine white light is pervading. It's streaming from your crown. It's streaming down through your body. It's awakening us to the spaciousness of our experience, the openness. It's streaming into the space behind us. It's streaming into the space above us and before us and to the sides. It's supporting the meditator to rest more deeply, more fully in openness. And that openness is a pervasive state of being in relation to the sacred of life. The space of being within us, the space within all beings. This space is regarded as the mother. It's regarded as a source of healing qualities. So we'll sing Ah and continue to breathe and be supported by a deepening intimacy with stillness. Is it possible to rest your attention in the openness itself? Pervasive sense of openness? Now we can gather our focus once again to the breath, and let's direct the focus and the breath to the throat. So just feel or sense that you're You're becoming more intimate with the experience of your throat, center of your human voice. And we might notice some tensions that are present in the throat and the neck. Just breathing into and breathing out from this area of your body. And your outer voice is at rest, but perhaps your inner voices are not at rest. They're active, they're engaged. And so we're practicing releasing that effort of engagement and resting our focus, resting our attention in silence, in source. So explore that. And it does not mean suppressing the movement of inner voicing. Consider this analogy might be helpful. That silence is like an ocean, vast and deep. And inner voicings and outer sounds are like waves and currents. So they're there, you notice them, but the invitation is to rest in that deep and vast ocean of silence. Just give your inner storyteller a break. And perhaps notice that each breath is fresh, brings a freshness of possibility. And this can open us to a sense of wonder, a sense of the immediacy of possibility. Wakeful, wakefully resting. So we'll sing the sound Om and envision red light is emanating. And the red light is supporting us to recognize that the space is not just empty, but it's full of possibility. As we become aware, we awaken to this possibility, this liveliness, wakefully resting. Om. 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 move the focus and breath now into the center of the body at the level of the heart. And as you breathe in, direct that breath to this heart center. And as you breathe out, imagine the breath, feel the breath is emerging from this heart center. And as we know, our thoughts move, stories spin, visions come, images, memories. And to navigate this, we'll just feel the pathway of the breath. Let your focus mingle and merge with this breath, coming into the heart center and emerging from the heart center. And the invitation of resting at the end of each exhalation, deeper and deeper. And as we loosen our habit of forming and following our thoughts and continue to release into openness again and again with each breath, as we are aware of openness, that open awareness is a dynamic quality at the heart. We're dynamically present. Perhaps we're kindly present, gently present, peacefully present. There are qualities that become available, perhaps even joyfully present. And so when you breathe in, to feel that receiving, you're receiving the gift of the open awareness at the heart. You're receiving nourishment. And as we sing the sound Hong, and imagine the spaces now illuminated by blue light, like a clear blue open sky, reminding us of the source is always here, this openness of being. And as we are aware of it, it moves in us. It moves us to happiness. It moves us to kindness. These are natural, spontaneous movements. So perhaps you're resting with a taste of support, of goodness, of peace. And this is a good moment to reflect on how you're living your life, how you're experiencing your health and the conditions of your body, your age. Are you nourished by your food? Are you nourished by movement? Just notice how you're experiencing your health. Do you bring eyes that are caring to this body? Do you respect this body? If this body were your baby, would you be in loving relationship to this baby? Are you neglecting or preoccupied? How do you experience hunger? Or how do you satisfy hunger? And perhaps we can explore the impact of your relationships on this, the way you're experiencing this body. And even looking further out, how you're experiencing or taking in the world, the larger world, and the impact that that has on this body. So you can notice the sense of me that may have come into being through reflecting. A me that's preoccupied with anxiety about the world, a me that is awash with loneliness at not being in relationship, a me that is not eating when you're hungry, not even aware when you're hungry. Just notice what is lacking care, what is lacking good quality attention. What is lacking joy? that sense of me. And let's touch in. Touch into any tensions that may have come into your practice. Touch into any flurry of thoughts or inner dialogue. And as you breathe out, let it release. Let it loosen. Let it release. Let it breathe. And again, notice with the incoming breath what you need to receive, whether it's respect that you need to bring alive in your body, joy. And let's engage now the breathing, where we're going to breathe in slowly and deeply and gently and focus the breath in the belly and pull up on the lower muscles and push down on the diaphragm and hold the attention in that as if it's cooking. It's gaining warmth. It's causing us to heat up this quality that we most need. And as we hold our focus there and our breath, at some point we'll reach the end of the capacity and just take in another breath and continue to hold. Imagine this inner breath is spreading all through this area. And then when you're ready to release, soften, release, open. And we'll do that again and again. And one final time. And perhaps you notice some warmth in your belly. Imagine that warmth spreading and rising through the body, continuing to open the heart, continuing to rise up to open the throat, to open the crown. Let's rest in the heart center. And perhaps there's a taste of joy that might be available to you, a sense of well-being. And so to conclude our practice, let's bring our hands together at the heart and take a moment and consider whatever taste of goodness you had from your practice. We're offering that goodness into an ocean of goodness, like pouring your cup into an ocean and creating this aspiration that whatever benefit we received, may it move into our life through expressions of our body, of our voice, of our creations of mind as benefiting others. So take a moment and acknowledge how you are aware of the needs of others, perhaps a loved one who's in need at this time. Certainly, conditions in our world are considerably challenging for many, many. In liberating my own being, may I benefit others. Thank you so much, everyone, for your presence.